Funding provided by Musco Lighting, the sports lighting specialist, providing lighting systems for you, your project, and your community.
The Pella Roll Screen Foundation is a proud supporter of Iowa PBS. Pella Windows and Doors strives to better our communities and build a better tomorrow.
Fairway Meat and Grocery. For more than 80 years, Fairway has been proud to be an active part of the communities we serve. Learn more at fairway.com.
Across Iowa, hundreds of neighborhood banks strive to serve their communities, provide jobs, and help local businesses. Iowa banks are proud to back the life you build. Learn more at iowabankers.com.
Welcome back to Des Moines, Iowa's capital city, for the second matchup of a girls' high school state championship doubleheader here at Wells Fargo Arena. Class 3A playing out right underneath us here. On the floor, they're getting warm, and I am up here. I'm Paul Yeager saying hello, everybody, and glad to have you here as Iowa PBS is proud to bring you 2 nights of girls' championship basketball on your statewide network in all of 99 Iowa counties. I'll see you again at halftime with those quality highlights, the analysis and features that you have come to expect from Iowa PBS. But first, let's head courtside. Ladies and gentlemen, Brad Wells and Ellie Ruffridge for their call of the 3A state championship.
Thank you very much, Paul. Yes, the only title game you'll see today and tomorrow that does not include the number 1 and the number 2 seed, the Sioux Center Warriors. The 6th seed and the Benton Community Bobcats, the 4 seed, will duke it out. A 3A title is up for grabs. We are courtside. She's Ellie, I am Brad. And Ellie, these two teams, they've been polar opposites from what we've seen here in Wells Fargo Arena this week.
2 completely different teams we're going to see in this state championship game. Sioux Center has a high-power offense looking to put the ball inside. And then on the other end, we have Benton, who takes a lot of pride in their defense. I'm really excited for this one.
It's going to be a fun one as we take a look now at both of these teams to let you know a little bit more about what you're going to see out on the floor. Sioux Center, their 6th trip to state. There's that scoring average, 62.5 points per game, leads the 3A field, and 5 seniors that will play a sport in college. You have Willow Bleeker leading the team. She will play basketball at Dordt University. Meanwhile, for the Benton Community Bobcats, come in 23-3 on the year. It's their 5th trip to state. They were here a year ago. They were in the 4A field, and their defense is locked down tough. Best in the 3A field. Jenna Tweet leads the way. School's career scoring leader, averages 20 points a game on the season and has had some big games. 18 points in the semifinals, 16 points in the quarterfinals. The Sioux Center crowd is ready to go. Benton Community, the Bobcats, are also fired up and ready for some championship basketball. As we take a look at our Class 3A tournament pairing, Vinton Shellsburg takes down the number 1 overall seed, Esterville Lincoln Central. Benton Community gets the win over the Vikings. Sioux Center, meanwhile, topping West Marshall and a Solon team that took down Dubuque Wahlert. And it was Sioux Center advancing, had a big lead in that game. Solon came back, but we saw the Warriors hold on for a victory. It's been fun watching this action here as we now send it across the court. Joe Hammond, our public address announcer, is coming up in just a bit. Here is how far away from the Wells Fargo Arena these fans and players have traveled. Sioux Center, Northwest Iowa, Benton Community, of course in Benton County, and Van Horn, less than 100 miles away from Des Moines.
Bankers Association presents the Student Athlete Achievement Award to a student athlete who excels on the court, in the classroom, and in her community. The recipient receives a $1,000 scholarship to the college of her choice. The 2023 Student Athlete Achievement Award winner is Addison Phillips from Benton Community High School. Presenting the 2023 award is Brooke Yates from Atkins Savings Bank in Atkins. Congratulations to Addison Phillips, and thank you to Brooke with Atkins Savings Bank in Atkins, Iowa, and the Iowa Bankers Association for their sponsorship of this award and continued support of the IGHSAU. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the game.
Hey, Sioux Center fans, let's hear it for the Warriors.
Benton fans, let's hear it for your Bobcats.
Fans, it's now time to introduce the players in tonight's championship matchup. First, the non-starters for the Sioux Center Warriors. Number 1, Taya Gasink. Number 4, Kennedy Coy. Number 5, Emily Vermeer. Number 10, Margot Scheidemann. Number 14, Macy Schmalbeck. Number 15, Kendra Zutenhorst. Number 20, Lainey Franken. Number 21, Carly Seabrandt. And number 23, Michaelin Vanderwall. The assistant coaches for Sioux Center are Shaylee Hoffman, Brock Lehman, and Chris Kroll. And now let's meet the non-starters for the Benton Bobcats. Number 2, Sophia Seek. Number 4, Jaden Lyons. Number 11, Laura Jungi. Number 14, Addison Phillips. Number 20, Aubrey Kelly. Number 25, Haley Suter. Number 30, Hannah Greiner. Number 32, Anna Glave. Number 34, Jessa Damas. And number 40, Callan Kuiper. The assistant coaches for Benton are Justin Little, Jeremy Suter, and Mackenzie Banasic. And now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for tonight's starting lineups? For Sioux Center, a 5'7" senior, number 2, Tatum Schmalbeck. And for Benton, a 5'8" junior, number 3, Emma Townsley. For Sioux Center, a 5'8" senior, number 3, Willow Bleeker. And for Benton, a 5'10" junior, number 10, Piper Nelson. For Sioux Center, a 6' senior, number 11, Reagan Jansen. And for Benton, a 5'8" junior, number 12, McKenna Kramer. For Sioux Center, a 5'10" senior, number 12, McKenna Walhoff. And for Benton, a 5'9" senior, number 21, Jenna Tweet. For Sioux Center, a 5'10 junior, number 13, Corey Harold. And for Benton, a 5'8 junior, number 23, Zoe Jungi. The head coach for Sioux Center is Doug Winterfield, and the head coach for Benton is Jeff Zitterdruin. The floor officials this evening are Brett Johnson, Blake Reinke, and Kurt Stroud. The bench official is Mark Peterson. Welcome, Sioux Center and Benton, to the 2023 championship game.
Start jumping around. It's championship softball as let's take a look at our keys for both of these teams. Let's start with the Sioux City Warriors here.
One of their keys is called the Big Three, and that includes defending, rebounding, and also hustling. That's what they've done all season. Why change it now? And then they also want to have ball movement, force that Benton defense to work. And then we look on the other side, and the keys for Benton is to challenge Sioux Center to miss those points in the paint because they're dangerous down low. And also Benton is playing inspired. They're playing for something bigger than basketball. And that is for their teammate, Tatum Schroeder, who is battling leukemia. So we're with you. If you're cheering for the Warriors or you're cheering for the Bobcats, we're all cheering for you, Tatum.
Absolutely. You see a lot of orange in the stands. You see orange ribbons in the hair and on the shoelaces of the Benton Community Bobcats. And we are underway here in Wells Fargo Arena with the 3A championship game. Inside. Ball over to Bleeker. And the rebound pulled in and secured by Piper Thomas. Here's a look at Jenna Tweets, will play basketball at Kirkwood Community College. Here's a tip pass, saved by Bleeker. And Ellie, we'll see both of these teams play very tough throughout this entire 32-minute game.
Very tough. We're in a state championship game, bigger stage, brighter lights. It's loud in here, but each team is going to play with some heart and a little extra fight.
Walhoff trying to get it inside. Foul is called on Tweet.
Got caught reaching in, but that's what Benton has to do. They have to collapse and double down to challenge Sioux Center down low.
1 minute into this championship game. Still looking for our first points, and a foul called on Townsley. And so Townsley picks up a foul. Tweet has an early foul here for the Bobcats.
Again, playing with some nervousness, settling in, getting the jitters out right now. I wouldn't panic right now.
It's the feed inside and another foul underneath. I think Townsley is going to get called for cutting underneath Bleeker, and that's going to be 2 quick fouls on Emma Townsley, a junior guard. She was a starter last year for this Benton Community Bobcats team that made it down to state, lost in the quarterfinals last year in the 4A field. At the school's first state tournament win on Monday, followed it up with a semifinal win yesterday. McKenna Kramer, 5'8 junior. Gets it to Tweet now. Top of the keys. You see Sioux Center setting up in a zone defense here early on. Tweet's shots off the mark, but gets an offensive rebound. And now Tweet's going to get the whistle. Reagan Jansen is going to get called for the foul.
And that's their go-to. That's the person to get Benton on the board, and that is Jenna Tweet.
What do you like about Jenna Tweet? We saw their game yesterday. She's Benton's career scoring leader, averages 20 a game. We saw her scores 18 points yesterday in the semifinal win.
What I like about her game is she plays with a lot of passion. She's very poised. She knows when to take control over the game, but she's also a really great leader to her teammates. She's the only senior in the starting lineup. They look to her.
You see Sioux Center head coach Doug Winterfeld trying to counter and game plan against Jenna Tweet and this Bobcats team. And Bleecker lost it out of bounds. We're going to say last touch by Bleecker, so Benton Community gets the basketball back. 2 minutes in here, this opening quarter of the Class 3A championship game.
Looks like Sioux Center is in a 1-3-1. Benton needs to move the ball, attack the gaps, get those perimeter shots.
Townsley with it in the corner. She's playing with 2 fouls, by the way. 2 early fouls on Emma Townsley. 3-point shot from the corner. Zoe Jungi knocks it in. Returning starter for this Bobcats team. It's the first bucket of the game. Sioux Center so veteran with their 6 seniors. Their goal all season long, well, from day one, first day of practice, was to get to state. That's what they wanted to do. Able to get here, and these seniors for Sioux Center played basketball together since the 3rd grade.
And again, they have unfinished business. They made it to that championship game in volleyball, came up short against Whole Western Christian. They want to bring a title home, so they're gonna do whatever they can to do just that, because they're showing a little bit of pressure on the defensive end right now.
Shot clock down to 2. Tweet fires it, and that was blocked by Bleecker. And here come the Warriors. This is Walhoff in transition. Gets the lay-in.
And she loves playing in this type of environment. It brings her energy, having the crowd in the background.
Offensive rebound inside by Jungi, and a foul is called on the Warriors. Here's a look at that last play as you see Walhoff hustling down the court. Walhoff will continue her education at Waldorf next year. One of the seniors is 5'10", plans to study civil engineering. Will also be a part of the Waldorf track and field program. A discus and shot put thrower. Tweet, a jumper from the elbow, rolls off the rim, and Jungi rebounds. Addison Phillips in the game. Here's a deep 3. No good for Bleecker, but the putback is there. Margot Scheidemann off the bench contributing. 3.5 to go here in this first quarter. Ellie, do you sense some nerves on both sides here in this opening quarter?
For sure, both teams, again, this first quarter is all about getting the jitters out, settling in. But then again, it's just another basketball game. And I think that's what they're going to talk about in this timeout.
Timeout taken by Benton Community head coach Jeff Zittergruen. He is in his 5th season, and let's listen in to Coach Z.
Okay, we got to keep getting back in transition. Okay, box out. All right, down there we got to keep getting in and out. Okay, in and out off the bounce. All right, look for the diagonals. Okay, here we go. So,
I noticed he pointed a couple of kids, go get a drink of water. Like, just help settle the nerves, right?
For sure.
Zittergruen in his 2nd trip to state was here a year ago. His coaching mentors, he got started in coaching when he was a student at Wartburg and was a student coach for Dick Pate. Initially was playing a pre-med track academically and got into education and absolutely loves the education component of it. His dad, Gary, a longtime teacher and administrator. Gonna have a jump ball called. Possession will stay with Benton Community.
Sioux Center doing a great job on top of that press, challenging the guards, making it difficult to find those passes.
Just 2 on the shot clock here. Tweet gets blocked. And that is a shot clock violation. And so Sioux Center, their defense, Sioux Center's known for scoring, Ellie, but man, they can play some defense too.
They can play some defense too. They got some length to them, some size, and they're going to use that to their advantage.
The kick to the corner. Turn around. Shot no good by McKaylin Vanderwall. Saving it from going out of bounds, but right to Scheidemann. Now Bleeker gets fouled. That's going to go on Aubrey Kelly, the freshman. And so to the free throw line goes Willow Bleeker, leading scorer for the Warriors, 12 points per game, almost 5 rebounds a contest. Also leads the team in assists, does a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. This senior class, they all contribute. They know when to step up when needed, and it could be anybody's game at any point. These 6 seniors have played together for a really long time, and they're just here embracing this opportunity.
Bleeker had a double-double yesterday. 12 points, 14 rebounds, also had 4 assists. In the first game down at State, the Warriors senior had 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists.
And she's going to take her talents and play basketball at Dort.
So she has dreamt about winning a state title. Wants this so bad. Right now, 3-point lead in the opening quarter. There's a steal by Scheidemann, running the floor, and gets fouled by Jungi, and will have to earn them at the free throw line.
Scheidemann is also a player you have to pay attention to. She's not in the starting lineup, but she comes off of that bench and always provides a spark to her team, whether it's on the defensive side or the offensive side. And we're seeing her get out in transition and getting herself to the free throw line.
First free throw is good for Scheidemann, 77% free throw shooter on the season. Scored just 2 points in the semifinal, but had a 9-point, 6-rebound performance in the quarterfinals. Sioux Center by 5 here in the opening frame. Down to the corner, this is Kelly on the drive. The kick, good look for Tweet, and she knocks it in. Jenna Tweet with her first basket. Missed her first 5, but gets that one to fall.
She broke the seal.
You ever had nights struggle early in the game?
Oh, definitely.
Seeing that first one to go feels good, right?
For sure, but you know what? Shooter's got to shoot, and Jenna Tweet is a shooter. She's going to shoot it. She's got the green light. And seeing her knock that one down hopefully gives her the confidence to knock more down in this game.
Nice pass across the lane. Nelson gets the shot up. It's rebounded inside by Vanderwall. Scheidemann on the wing, goes inside.
Great cut right there.
That's Bleeker on the finish, the 5'8" senior.
Bleeker read the defense right there, came off of a double screen, and then read her defender and curled it for an easy layup for 2.
4 points now for Bleeker after a couple of free throws early on. That shot by Kelly is too strong.
Looks like Sioux Center is going to hold it for 1.
Shot clock is turned off. Final seconds here of the first quarter. Bleeker drives, Tweet has to let her go. 12-6, Tweet launches a half-court shot, and it's short. Sioux Center a strong opening 10 minutes. And they have the 12-6 lead over Benton Community. Let's send it up top now. Paul Yeager with more on this 3A matchup.
A little bit of nerves, a little bit of just kind of feeling each other and just see where it's at. Kind of how these two teams play in a title game. It's not uncommon. Let's see how they got here first. From the highlights of the semifinals, which were earlier this week. This was Solon and Sioux Center. Early on, Willow Bleecker gets the rebound and the putback, and then Willow will drive again, shake the defender, and get the two back in. Now, McKenna Walhoff, heard her name a couple of times mentioned in that first quarter, and she gets the pass inside and scores. Sioux Center wins by 1, or by 2, 46-44 in a great semifinal. The other one was Benton Community and Vinton Shellsburg. The Vikings upset the #1 seed to get there, so we had a WAMAC conference battle, and it was Jenna Tweet who came to play. She became Benton's career scoring leader this season, and she kept on putting the buckets in. The J, the drive, the J. She's doing big things, doing good things. Hope you're having fun watching this one at the Crooked Antler in Van Horn as Benton wins 51-42. Let's go back down to the floor and have the call of the second quarter. Brad?
Thank you very much, Paul. You're seeing the end of what we can call the Wells Fargo wave. The entire Benton Community student section waving, facing east towards Iowa City, and saluting Tatum Schroeder. There you see Tatum right there. That was their shirt from when they played Vinton Shellsburg. You see the VS logo on there. Stronger together. And that is Brad and Shannon in the photo. And really an interesting story. This is a kid, Tatum's a kid, her teammates, coach say she's bubbly, she's positive, a great kid, comes from a great family. She wasn't feeling good for a couple of weeks, finally went back to the doctor, and shortly after the regional final game, Ellie, she gets diagnosed with leukemia, started treatment just this last Saturday. It's so fresh, it's almost hard for these players to really comprehend what's going on yet, getting thrust into this state tournament this week.
It really is, and it puts a lot of things into perspective. I mean, we've talked about it's bigger than basketball, and it is. And it's really made these girls kind of have to grow up in a way to think about things that happen in life. I mean, we probably all know somebody who has been affected by cancer, and it hits to home, especially when it's one of your own.
Absolutely, and the good news is, all the diagnosis says it's very treatable. All positive things are coming. Know it's going to be a battle over the next few months, but Tatum, fight like heck. There's a lot of people in your corner. Her teammates say, we're playing for. She's texting us during the game, so they check their phones, they check their texts right after the game. We've seen opponents' fans wearing orange down here in support of this. You see the shoelaces, the hair bows or bands, hair ties, all orange. And they also have, you can kind of see on the forearm of the Benton Community players, they've got a ribbon, temporary tattoo that they have in her honor as well. So always in their thoughts. And there's a basket by Sioux Center.
Sioux Center going to stick in this zone. It's a 1-3-1. A little unique half-court defense. But Benton, again, move the ball, stay patient, find the shot that you want. Don't force anything.
Kenna Kramer gets it to Tweet. Tweet, the 5'9" junior. She said, we want to make history at Benton Community and win a title. Has to try and get it off. They're going to wave it off and say, shot clock violation. Some athletic height at the top of that Sioux Center zone, Ellie.
So we're seeing Benton move the ball just with those top 3 guards. They need to get down low and attack those gaps. Find something inside or attack the middle to find penetration on the perimeter.
That was a look at Benton's last bucket. Sioux Center working with a 6-point lead. 6 points from Bleecker leads the way so far. And Bleecker has to save that from going out of bounds. Tweet and Townsley trying to find a gap in this Sioux Center zone. There's the shot by Tweet, gets her own rebound, now gets a good look for Jungi. Wants another three. Oh, what a heads-up play by Townsley.
Good play by Emma Townsley right there, and that's why she is so crucial to this team. She makes tons of big-time plays just like that.
Substitution, that's Addison Phillips back into the game, the senior. You saw her before the game, the Iowa Bankers Association Student Athlete Achievement Award recipient. Back to Townsley, number 3 in white. Coach Zittergruen called her their glue guy. As tough as they come and just can't be phased. This Tweet now starting to get it going. The Warriors making their 6th trip to the state tournament. And they have a little history in this state championship game. Ellie, there might be some Warriors fans that your name might ring a bell. Ellie Ruffridge played for Pocahontas in 2017. Ellie, you faced Sioux Center in the championship game. Your Indians got the win. Sioux Center came back in 2018 and faced Crestwood, but looking for their first state championship in basketball, and Schmalbeck delivers a huge 3, and it's a 6-point lead. Townsley saved that one from going out of bounds. There's a deep 3 launched by Kramer.
Benton giving themselves extra opportunities here on the offensive side.
Tweet from long range.
Tweet able to capitalize on it. You do not want her to start feeling it from 3 if you are a Sioux Center Warrior.
Jenna Tweet started 0 for 5. She's now 3 of her last 5 shots have fallen, including a couple of 3-pointers. And we may have a foul on Corey Harold as we'll go the other way. Benton gets it back, and here's a look at that 3-point shooting here in Wells Fargo Arena. First one there by Schmalbeck. And then Tweet. Almost see that feeling of belief after a couple of those deep shots go. It's like, okay.
Once you see it go through once, you have the confidence to shoot it more.
It's a 3-point ball game.
Attacking the gaps, moving the ball, reversing the ball. Coach Sittengruen said, look for diagonals.
Sioux Center really extending that half-court defense, and Bleeker with the steal is going to take it all the way. The shot won't fall. Scheidemann gets fouled on the putback, and will go back to the free throw line. Scheidemann was 2 for 2 in her first trip. 6-foot sophomore. It's 4 points coming off the bench. On the season, averages almost 9 points per game for the Warriors. Misses both free throws. 3 minutes left in this first half. This Sioux Center half-court defense, Ellie, is really keeping Benton out of any kind of offense here.
It is, and we talked about their size and the length that Sioux Center has, and it's really making it difficult for Benton to even get in an offensive flow. They're getting touches on balls here and there as that ball rolls out of bounds.
It's a tip pass by Macy Schmalbeck, 5'8" sophomore. And back into the game, Tatum Schmalbeck. And also Emma Townsley re-enters for Benton Community.
If you're a top guard up here for Benton, use your ball fakes, pass fakes. That's going to make the Sioux Center defense work and move.
Schmalbeck now launches the 3. Pivot around, everybody flies by, knock it in.
Same spot. That's where she hit her previous one.
There's Townsley, the kick out. Good look by Tweet. And a strong rebound grabbed by Kennedy Coy. Good shot off the glass. Vanderwall, good for 2, her first bucket of the game.
And that's what they're known for this year. They're known for the points in the paint, using that size advantage inside.
Yeah, they have stacked it up. And those high percentage shots, Ellie, keeps your offense just feeling efficient, doesn't it?
It really does, and it gives you confidence too on the other end of the floor. All right, let's get a stop and then come back down and do the same thing.
Heat check there for Schmalbeck. Minute 30 left in this first half. Townsley out to Tweet. Three-pointer on the way. That won't fall. And stepping out of bounds was Schmalbeck. It'll be Bobcats basketball. Let's take a look at this Warriors defense. And Ellie, they're quickly getting to that offensive end of the floor.
For sure, and historically, Sioux Center is known for their transition defense. So again, Benton, they're worried about the play inside, but they also got to be aware to get back on defense. And Coach Zittergruen said that in his last timeout. We got to box out and we got to get back on transition D.
Tweet shot misses. Vanderwall rebounds. The Sioux Center crew of 6 seniors has built an 8-point lead in this first half. Another basket. This is Tatum Schmalbeck. 8 points now for the 5'7" senior headed to Northwestern College. She will play softball in Orange City next year. Plans to study elementary education. The runner by Townsley.
Nice little floater right there by Townsley.
And a much-needed basket there, too, by Benton Community. Shot clock is turned off. Bleeker to Scheidemann for 3. In and out, no. And that's last touch by Bleeker. Sioux Center shooting 43% from the floor as a team. Benton Community just 24% from the floor. And a three-quarter court heave by Tweet brings us to the end of the second quarter. 24-16. Sioux Center an 8-point lead. They got things rolling. Led by Tatum Schmalbeck's 8 points. Let's send it up top now. Paul Yeager is standing by.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Ellie. Great job there in that first half. And it was kind of a sprint there after we got some of those jitters out of the way. That second quarter really kind of picked up the tempo. And we are going to have a chance now to talk to the head coach of Sioux Center, and that's Doug Winterfeld. He'll be with us in a moment. Coach, all right. What's really starting to work? I have a note, but I want to hear what you have to say. What's working right now in that second quarter?
Just pushing the basketball. We're getting in our rhythm. Early on, they got back. We weren't able to get in a rhythm offensively, but right now we're getting a little bit of momentum. Hopefully we can get some transition on our posts, running rim to rim, and then set up our outside shooters. You know, obviously Tatum Schmalbeck shooting the ball extremely well here. So, yeah, it's all working. A little disappointed on the rebounding on the defensive end. We're giving up some boards there that we need to take care of.
That's actually, you're trailing in the boards by 3, but you mentioned it right there at the end of your first comments, the balanced scoring. Why is that so important for your offense?
Because then they can double down on our posts. We got to have those shooters around the outside that they have to come out and contest our shots. And if we can keep that balance throughout the game and keep bringing in. I thought our girls that we brought off the bench brought us some energy that maybe the nerves and the starters probably had early.
All right, Coach, I appreciate it. All that film work's working so far for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's head coach Doug Winterfeld, who said he'd rather spend 5 hours watching film than 1 hour at the mall. It's been good so far. All right, we also have a lot of awards that we talk about and present here at the state tournament. Let's go back down to the floor and find out what awards are going out now.
North Award is given to the outstanding senior performer at the state basketball tournament. The award is given in honor of the longtime Des Moines Register reporter and IGHSAU information director. Presenting the Jack North Award is IGHSAU Executive Director Gene Berger. Escorting our award winners tonight is the 2023 recipient of the E. Wayne Cooley Scholarship, Elizabeth Van Butricht of Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont. The 2022 recipient of the Jack North Award in basketball is Anna Gosling from Johnston High School. Anna averaged 12.7 points and 2.3 steals in last year's tournament en route to being named captain of the Class 5A All-Tournament team as her Johnston Dragons won the Class 5A state title. Anna is continuing her basketball career at Grandview University. Congratulations to the 2022 Jack North Award recipient in basketball from Johnston High School, Anna Gosling. The Character Counts Coach of the Year Award is awarded annually to a worthy coach who embodies the 6 pillars of character: trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship. The award is designed to recognize individuals whose coaching lives and achievements demonstrate an enduring commitment to any or all of the qualities associated with good character. Presenting tonight's award is Scott Racker and Gene Berger. The 2023 recipient of the Character Counts Award is Don Martindale of Esterville Lincoln Central High School. Don has enjoyed a successful coaching career. He led Spencer High School to 3 state tournaments and had guided Esterville Lincoln Central to 3 trips to state, winning the Class 3A state title in 2022. Don has been a recipient of many coaching awards in his 22 seasons as a head coach, including several Regional Coach of the Year honors. Last year, the Iowa Girls Coaches Association inducted Don into their Coaches Hall of Fame. Don is here with his wife, with his fiancée, Kayleen. He has 2 daughters, Tiffany and Kirsten. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Character Counts Coach of the Year from Esterville Lincoln Central, Don Martindale. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's Golden Plaque of Distinction Award honors the Iowa coach who's demonstrated a successful career while making the notable contributions towards school, community, and the coaching profession. Presenting the Golden Plaque of Distinction Award is IGHSAU Executive Director Gene Berger, along with basketball administrator Gary Ross. The 2023 recipient of the Basketball Golden Plaque Award is Bill McTaggart of Iowa City High. Bill coached girls basketball for 29 seasons, with the last 24 years at City High School in Iowa City. His career coaching record is 518 and 191. Bill's teams captured 13 conference championships, 12 state tournament appearances, 1 runner-up finish, and the Little Hawks won the Class 4A state title in 2008. Bill has been the recipient of many coaching awards, including being named State Coach of the Year. Bill retired from coaching the Iowa City High girls varsity team at the end of the 2022 season, but continues to teach and coach. Bill and his wife, Valina, have 2 daughters, Anne Marie and Mary Beth, along with 1 son, Christopher. Congratulations to the 2023 recipient of the Golden Plaque of Distinction Award from Iowa City High, Bill McTaggart. The E. Wayne Cooley Scholarship is awarded annually to the senior that reflects discipline, perseverance, character, superior skill, achievement, and citizen traits that personify the life and expectations of Dr. E. Wayne Cooley, the longtime executive secretary of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. The award winner receives a $15,000 scholarship over 4 years as she attends the Iowa College or university of her choice. Presenting the E. Wayne Cooley Award is Gene Berger, executive director of the IGHSAU. The 2023 recipient of the Cooley Scholarship is Elizabeth Van Butricht of Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont. Elizabeth ranks first in her senior class and has participated in volleyball, cross country, and track and field. She's qualified for the state track and field meet her sophomore and junior seasons in the 4x400, the open 400, and the sprint medley relay. Elizabeth is active in her church community and has been a camp counselor. She's active in student government, the Junior Red Cross, marching band, concert band, academic bowl, and is a Sunday school teacher. She plans to attend Central College next fall. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2023 recipient of the Dr. E. Wayne Cooley Scholarship from Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont, Elizabeth Van Utrecht. Congratulations to all of our award winners.
Great group there, and congratulations to all of them. Want to let you know that Iowa PBS is committed to telling stories about young Iowans who are doing exceptional things by celebrating their success and sharing their journey through a digital series that we call In Their Words. Right now, let's meet Eleanor Bernson, who was inspired to write her first song, Lighthouse, which now has more than 1 million plays on Spotify. She shares how music has helped her face challenges and grow as an artist.
My name is Eleanor Bernson, and I am a creator, musician, and songwriter.
I'll keep going until I break, rather than going back and leaving my faith.
I grew up in Des Moines, Iowa, for the most part, and as a child, I was a serial hobbyist. I just bounced from one thing to the next, and they were always creative hobbies. I was 11 years old when I wrote my first song. My mom took me to a Taylor Swift concert for my birthday. Seeing her perform was not something that I'd ever witnessed before, just general performance like that, where it's a show. They're there to entertain. They're there to, you know, not just sing for you, but to tell you a story.
Honey, darling, arm in arm and
Within the time of watching that 2-hour performance, I think the trajectory of my life was completely changed, and that was what I knew I wanted to do. I started performing when I was 12. I started performing as Eleanor Grace when I was 14. So 6th to 8th grade were some incredibly challenging years for me. I think my best advice when things don't go your way or things are stagnant or there's, you know, a little push and pull is could be good luck, could be bad luck. You never know whatever situation you're in, what that's going to do for you later on. I'm 19 years old now, and music is my #1 priority still. I'm also a student at Berklee School of Music online. Performing is my favorite thing about being a musician. It's like a form of enrichment, you know? You read about things to put yourself in a different character. You are trying to figure out how to put yourself in the mind of another person, or you're just sitting in your emotions and you're figuring out, how do I feel about this? When I started making music, I defined myself as indie pop, and the first song I ever released was called Lighthouse when I was 15 years old, and it's gone on to now reach over 1 million streams on Spotify, which I think is a crazy achievement, something that I'm very proud of. I actually missed my first homecoming dance because I was in the studio recording Lighthouse all day. I think it was worth it though. I decided to record another version of Lighthouse just to say thank you for listening, thank you for supporting that song. I'm ready to go.
Here we go.
So I had a gut feeling that this version of Lighthouse was supposed to be recorded at Golden Bear Studios with Brian Vanderpool. It was done within 5 hours, which is incredibly fast to record a song, and we started working on another demo immediately after, and it just kind of snowballed into a whole record. Some of the songs that we ended up recording were Dream About a Cowboy. There's a song called Outlaw that was the first real country song that I wrote, and I kept bringing these songs to Brian, and he kept saying, I think we have a country record here. I think we can make a country record. And at first I kind of thought he was crazy for saying that. that? I was like, I'm an indie pop artist. I'm a pop artist. I don't know about country.
We decided that this was the direction to go.
Yeah.
Something that I think I've gotten better with, not only in my songwriting, but also in just being in the studio and recording, is being able to say exactly what I want and what I mean. I think it's beautiful how we all can find common ground with words through songs and lyrics, and I'm honored that I get to have a life path where that's something that I do. What can I do for myself and what can I end up doing for others with my music is my greatest inspiration and motivation.
We are at halftime here of the Class 3A state championship. 5A was pretty good. 3A started out real well, but it was kind of a late second quarter run by Sioux Center. They've been hitting big shots here as we continue to let you know that we hope that you are enjoying the halftime pageantry here in Des Moines. Our coverage, the special features and awards are brought to you by your statewide broadcast media network, which is Iowa PBS. Just a reminder, this extensive high school girls basketball championship coverage isn't possible without support from viewers like you. So please take a moment now to call or go online and make a pledge right now to support Iowa PBS. You can also use your smartphone and that QR code at the bottom of your screen. Your support ensures that we can continue this and other essential coverage for generations to come. Got a little ahead of myself. I just wanted to talk basketball all the time. Let's keep looking at some of these highlights. We'll have another part of the pageantry when we return as Sioux Center starting to feel it, up 24-16 at the break.
Niall Clark Kinnick Jr., Iowa's immortal All-American.
Few players have had as lasting of an effect on their fan base as Niall Kinnick. Even for those who knew him, Niall Kinnick quickly went from hero to legend. But that legend obscures the flesh and blood man.
Monday evening at 6:30 on Iowa PBS.
Les Miserables, the staged concert.
Sunday evening at 6 on Iowa PBS.
Coming up on Prairie Sportsman, we pay tribute to the late Paulie Larson with a memorial fishing tournament in his honor on Lac qui Parle Lake. Next, we bring you the latest on the Marsh Lake Ecosystem Restoration Project with DNR fisheries biologist Chris Stonemeyer. And finally, we head downstream on the Pomme de Terre River, where researchers are conducting surveys for new mussel colonies. Don't miss a minute of the next Prairie Sportsman.
Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on Iowa PBS.
Miss Haywood, I heard you had returned to Sanditon.
If he is a man to make you truly happy, you should go to him.
If I lose my inheritance, I lose my independence. You will find the love you deserve.
A young woman has a right to choose her own destiny.
Coming to Iowa PBS March 19th.
Part of the state tournament for the girls is the tuxedo sweep. For nearly 50 years, it has been tradition for young men to head on out and sweep the floor between activities. Good-looking guys there from Ankeny High School. As they bow to the crowd, you'll see them again tomorrow night if you're coming to the state tournament. Give them a big round of applause. And we're now going to talk to another one of those fine students, except it's a couple years since she's been a high school student, but she's still involved with all of this tournament. Let's talk to Elise Bolton. She was the E. Wayne Cooley Scholarship winner in 2021. And Elise, you're now an intern for the Girls Athletic Union, so you've had a chance to almost come full circle. First, let's go back to your high school days at Montezuma. When you heard you won this scholarship, what did that mean to you?
Oh my gosh. Well, if you've seen the video, I quite literally fell to my knees. It was amazing, you know. I decided I wanted to interview for the scholarship and put my application in my junior year when I watched Ellie Tweet win it the year before me. And I put it in. I didn't really hear for a while and kind of forgot about it. I was like, oh, I didn't get it. And then when I heard I got an interview, I was ecstatic. And when I heard that I won, I couldn't believe it. It was really special.
You were involved in basketball, cross country, and track and field when you were at Montezuma. Anything else besides the sports?
I was on the dance team, a student council. I was the president of FFA, so quite a bit there, yeah.
And I believe, if memory serves, you played here at the state tournament.
Yep.
What was that
years.
experience like?
It was awesome. Some of my most special memories still are playing with my sister on that court down there. It's unforgettable.
Now you're at Simpson and an intern with the Union. What have you been doing this week as part of that internship?
Yeah, I just really enjoyed taking in the state tournament from this side. I've worked most of the state tournaments, but not basketball, which was kind of the tournament I enjoyed the most, so it's been really cool to see from this side.
And to have that connection and you get a chance to kind of like see from the girls' perspective just how quickly and how memorable it can be. Have you told any of them, like, take a lot of pictures because it goes like that?
I have. I find myself tearing up sometimes. I'm just like, oh, I just remember the feeling so vividly, and it's so cool to be a part of the staff that gives back to that experience.
All right, Elise Bolton, congratulations 2 years ago, and also a great job continuing to help advance the Iowa girl.
Thank you.
All right, Elise Bolton, a past winner there, and part of our tradition is to talk to the head coaches that are involved, and Jeff Zittegren is the head coach at Benton. And Coach, it was a kind of a sprint right there at the end of that second quarter. Kind of, how'd you talk to get the girls kind of back in, kind of focused there on that extended halftime?
Yeah, I thought we actually, did a good job defensively. The ball stuck too much on offense. We got to do a better job getting the ball moving on that end. But we had to kind of play through a little bit of foul trouble there at the end of the half as well. So I'm glad to be where we're at.
Jenna Tweet, though, had a pretty good first half. How do you get her, talk about her performance, and then how do you get the other girls to get into it?
We got to find areas where she can attack, where there's not so many hands ready. So I think one of the big things is we got to get a couple reversals first before we look to attack. And then when we have a chance to kick it out, we got to be ready to shoot the ball.
All right, Coach, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, that's head coach Jeff Zittegren from Benton Community. It's been an emotional week for them, that is for certain. So let's find out how these first half all played out. It was pretty exciting early on, and if you like turnovers, and nobody really likes that, but it got to be a little more interesting. Jenna Tweet, who we just talked about, she was able to hit a couple of big shots for Benton. She has been a lot of the offense for this squad, and now she's been hitting from a lot of spots. Ellie talked about that in the pregame show, how key it was for her to be able to hit. But Sioux Center just really started to move the ball around. That's Tatum Schmalbach. She was able to get a big shot there. And then Tatum again, 3 from the right wing. And just as Coach talked about before the break from Sioux Center, how important it was to have everybody score. But when he can hit shots like that, it works pretty good. Big moments there for the senior, Tatum Schmalbach. And that is how the first half looked. And now let's go back for the second half. Courtside, the Iowa girl herself, Ellie Ruffridge, and her partner, Brad Wells.
Thank you very much, Paul. Yeah, talking about balance, talking about Jenna Tweet. How will this second half play out? Here's a look at our first half statistics as Sioux Center shooting over 40% from the floor. You have Benton Community just over 23% from the floor. Ellie, you were surprised. Benton Community leading in rebounding here at halftime.
I was a little surprised by that. It's only a 3-point advantage for the Bobcats on the rebound, but I was surprised by it. You know, when you look at Sioux Center, they got the size, and you're thinking, you would think they would come down with more rebounds.
Yeah.
But it's Benton who is leading that statistic right there.
Well, you also saw on that graphic the points in the paint. Sioux Center, that's what Sioux Center did all the quarterfinals, semifinals. We're seeing it here in the championship game. 15 points in the paint to Benton Community's 2. Well, schools that make it here to the state basketball tournament, you know, they always make their own special t-shirt designs to celebrate the year's accomplishments. Girls Athletic Union asked them to bring some of those t-shirts to the state tournament to display backstage. Now, this is where the players and the coaches pass by. They go to their locker room. When they come back from the court at halftime, this is what they see. After all of this year's games have been played, the shirts will be donated to charity. But how cool is it? You run by that, you see your t-shirt, and you see everybody else's too, because there's a lot of kids that worked hard to get down here to the state tournament.
It's always fun to see the creative ideas the girls' union brings to the state tournament each year. Each year, there's a lot of the same things, but there's always a few things that are different. And it's fun for teams to see what other teams are all about, and to see those different t-shirt designs. It's just special to see. Yep.
I have noticed, we saw the student section there, one of their favorite things here at this state tournament, it's the flex cam. I've taken a survey, Ellie, the flex cam for the student body. The student sections, they'll be flexing in no time. I promise you that. Benton Community trying to fire up their Bobcats and get something going here in the third quarter as we are underway.
Let's see what kind of adjustments this Benton offense can make here in the offensive set. I think if they can get the ball in the short corner and have a girl run the baseline, that may open up some things for them.
Townsley getting inside, shot from the block. It's rebounded by Jansen.
Nice transition.
Bleeker can't get the layup to fall. And now Tweet with another opportunity here. Townsley with 2 personal fouls, really the only player that had any kind of foul trouble in that first half, but still stayed on the floor and played very smart basketball through that second quarter.
Benton trying to get something going right now, using a lot of ball fakes, reversals.
Shot clock down to 3. Tweet has to fire a quick one, almost falls too, and fighting for the offensive rebound. And gonna get called for the foul is Piper Nelson, the 5'10" junior, the leading rebounder on the team. Also has 22 blocks. That's second most among all Bobcats. Again, Benton Community, the 4 seed, Tweet with the near steal. She's the leading scorer at 20 points per game. So leads the team, 86 assists on the year. But Benton Community was here in the 4A field, lost in the semifinals. A goal Benton Community set from day one, Ellie, win a state title. They lost 1 game in January, 1 game in November, 1 game in February. They are looking to grab their wins in the month of March.
They had a little bit of taste of the state tournament last year, and you know, they wanted more. They felt it last year. Were a little disappointed in how they performed in that first round game against DCG. And Coach Zittergruen, in their team meeting, convinced them in a way that you have a special team here. You can get yourselves not only to the state tournament, but you can get yourselves to the state title game. And here they are fighting to win that state title here in Class 3A.
They have Jenna Tweet, a senior. Addison Phillips, she's a senior that we've seen come in off the bench. Tweet launches a long-range triple try. Walhoff the rebound. Emma Van Agen, also a senior on this basketball team. There'll be a lot back for Benton Community, but losing Janet Tweet will be tough. So a great opportunity for the Bobcats as Walhoff delivers another 2. And Sioux Center's up 12. Kramer for 3. McKenna Kramer gets in on the scoring action, and a timeout taken by Coach Zittergruen.
Jenna Tweet attacking that zone. Finding her open teammate for a 3-point shot. And that's what you got to do if you're Benton. Attack the gaps and then be confident when you catch the ball in order to knock it down. And that's what you got to do if you're a Benton Bobcat.
Let's listen in to the Sioux Center huddle. Head coach Doug Winterfeld is mic'd up for us.
5 or 3. Again, if they back off, but they're going to trap it again. You got to get it back in Wilkins' hands. Yep. Okay. They're setting 3 girls. They're setting plenty here because they know that's where we're going. We're set up like this. Okay? You can't flare out away from the ball, Willow. You got to go get it. Okay? We can go 5 or we can go 3. Everybody go. And just bring it down and go. Let them clear out. Okay? Here we go, team. 1, 2, 3.
Offensive adjustments there by Coach Winterfeld. Just some minor tweaks here and there for Sioux Center.
Yeah, just telling Willow Bleecker, their main point guard, to not shy away from the ball when another guard is in trouble, to come back to it rather than letting your teammate try and break a trap by herself.
And you're going to see that kind of pressure too as Tweet tips it away from Bleecker. Benton Community playing behind, right? Down 9, you got to pick up that defensive intensity to create more opportunities down on that offensive end.
For sure, and we've seen multiple times throughout this tournament that it doesn't matter how many you're losing by. This is a game of runs. Benton Community could very easily go on a run right here.
Walhoff missed the shot, but we have a foul. I believe that one goes on Kramer. Check that, Piper Nelson. Nelson will check out. .508 on the clock here in the third quarter. Nice spin move, layup does not fall for Harold. This is where Sioux Center extends that pressure defense, and Coach Z says we can't let the ball get stuck. And there's a foul called on Harold, and heading to the free throw line goes Addison Phillips. Addison Phillips, a senior for this Benton Community Bobcats team. Coach Z talks so highly about her. Such an outstanding kid. Said her only start all year was on senior night. Never complained a minute. She's tough, she defends, thrives in that role. And playing aggressive on the offensive end here in a championship game.
And that's what he loves about the senior class, is he said it's so enjoyable to coach these girls. You know, he never dreads going to a practice. It's always high energy, high tempo. The girls get along on and off the court. They're just fun to be around.
And so many great in the community, great student athletes, as well as Tweet is going to get whistled for her second personal foul. You saw Addison Phillips, if you caught the pregame show, she was awarded the Iowa Bankers Association Student Athlete Achievement Award for Class 3A basketball. Inside, Vanderwall, no. Bleecker kicks it out. Shot clock did not reset, 15 left. Coley gets it down to the corner. Now Vanderwall drives, layup, yes, and one opportunity. It's a strong drive going baseline.
And we saw multiple times in that possession of multiple girls driving baseline, either driving baseline to find a kick out to a teammate, or driving baseline to go in strong, just like she did right there.
Kaylin Vanderwall, 5'10", sophomore. Averages 6.5 points per game coming off the bench. Had 6 in the quarterfinals, 4 in the semifinals. Townsley kicks, Kramer wants another 3, same spot.
Finding those angles, finding those little gaps. Great job right there by Emma Townsley.
McKenna Kramer said, I want to get back to the state tournament, and we will fight to the very end. There's another look at that Benton Community triple.
Looked like there were 4 Sioux Center defenders right there that she just broke.
But that's what you're talking about. Get the ball down to the corner or get it to the middle of that zone, and that's going to set up some open shot opportunities. Tweet saves it from going out of bounds. Nice athletic play. There's a good look in the corner. Jungi shot in and out.
Wasn't able to make that shot, but that was a great offensive possession by Benton.
Those are the kind of looks that it's going to take to get back into that championship game. Bleecker had it knocked away and out of bounds. Harold checks into the game for Kennedy Coy, the senior. Checks out. Will attend DMAC next year and study for a surgical tech degree. Harold, good for 2. There's Townsley back to Tweet. Townsley, the offensive rebound.
Again, Benton is beating Sioux Center on the boards right now. So if you're Sioux Center, a shot goes up, you got to find somebody in box out to get those boards.
A nice look by Tweet, but Kelly shuffled her feet underneath the basket. 2:35 left here in the third quarter. A 10-point lead. Back to the action, run on the floor. Basket and a foul by Tatum. Schmalbeck's having a fantastic championship game.
She really is. She's stepping up big in this state title game.
The free throw is good. That's a 3-point play and makes the lead 13 points now for the Warriors. Sioux Center Warriors 20-5 on the season coming into this championship game. Tweet's 3, no good. Harold races after the rebound. Now to the other end. Kicks it out. Schmalbeck for 3. Left it short. Another offensive rebound by Harold. And a timeout taken by head coach Doug Winterfeld. And the Warriors will talk things over. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter.
I thought that was a great decision by Corey Harold right there. Instead of forcing a really tough shot, she kicked it out to a teammate who got a wide open look, wasn't able to convert the shot, but again, went after the rebound, stuck with the play. Great decision by Corey.
Let's listen in.
Then a tap. So you go back low.
2 or 3 times and then a tap.
33-12.
So talking more ball movement before they start to attack that zone. Caught just the end of that conversation. That'd be my guess what they were talking about. Offensive adjustments. Sioux Center, they've put Margot Scheidemann, the 6-foot sophomore, back at the top of that zone defensively. Right now they'll inbound it underneath their own basket. The Warriors will. Bleecker goes inside. Physical play by Vanderwall and draws the foul. It goes on Zoe Jungi. So up to the free throw line, Vanderwall. 5'10" sophomore, just a 45% free throw shooter on the season.
Sioux Center, so interchangeable inside. You get any one of those bigs down there, they're all finding success down there.
Benton community trying to find some answers. Here's Townsley. 11 on the shot clock. Tweet, nice pass, opposite block, and gets blocked.
Great.
Nelson had to take that power dribble to collect herself.
Great court vision right there by Jenna Tweet, being able to see the entire length of the floor.
The no-look pass from Jenna Tweet, the senior, will play basketball at Kirkwood Community College. Here's Piper Nelson 5'10" junior. The leading rebounder on the team. Defensively, will do it all. 8 rebounds, 2 blocks in the quarterfinals. How about 5 points, 4 rebounds, and a block in the semifinal win? Benton Community defeating 8th-seeded Vinton Shellsburg yesterday, 51-42. Top Des Moines Christian, the 5-seed, 40-34. Meanwhile, Sioux Center held off a rally by Solon yesterday to win 46-44. The Sioux Center team was up big on Solon. Solon was able to find a way to make a run. You also have the Sioux Center team, though, in the quarterfinal round. A big win over West Marshall with a score 79-53. So they can put a lot of points up on the board in a hurry if they need to. And this is going to be a foul called on Jungi. And for Jungi, that, I believe, is her 4th personal foul. And we'll have 1-and-1 free throw opportunities coming for Vanderwall. And it is the 4th foul on Jungi. And so she checks out. And Vanderwall gets the first free throw. The Sioux Center basketball team, Ellie, they've been relentless with their defensive pressure. And offensively, they've stayed in attack mode.
They have, and we, in the pregame show, talked a lot about their high-powered offense, averaging 62 points a game in the state tournament, which leads Class 3A. And this is a relatively low-scoring championship game, so it's a defensive battle right now. Both teams showing intensity, showing some fight. It's going to come down to defense.
And Benton Community trying to pick up their defense here. Tweet now with 13 points, by the way, and there's a triple. Big shot from Corey Harold. Harold missed her first 2 from the outside. Here's Tweet, drives, nice feed again. Here's an and-one opportunity for the Bobcats.
Jenna Tweet may not be impacting the game right now offensively with her scoring, but she is facilitating to her teammates, and that's what great players do. They may not be getting their points and getting their shots up, but great point guards find ways to get their teammates involved.
13 points, and now 3 assists for Jenna Tweet. Bleeker right before the horn. Just about fell. About 39-27 here at the end of the 3rd quarter. Well, Ellie, the Sioux Center team, I really like what I'm seeing out of their defense. Here's their 3-point shot in transition that we're getting a look at. Offensively, though, they're able to stay in rhythm. They get up and down the floor really well.
They really do. We talk about their inside game. They got transition threes. They got shooters all around the perimeter. They're showing that they can do it inside, outside, whether it's running, gunning, all gas, no brakes.
Now, if you're Benton Community, you're down here going into the 4th quarter, you got to make a small adjustment, get a little more aggressive offensively, and then just play to the final horn.
Yeah, it's all about taking one possession at a time, getting a stop on defense, coming down, executing your offensive sets. And again, you got plenty of time. You got 8 minutes left in this game. A lot can happen in 8 minutes.
All right, well, it is a state championship game. She's Ellie Ruffridge. She's played in a couple. She knows what it's like. Ellie, what are these kids thinking right now? We're going to go flashback here. We're going to surprise you with this one. Here's the Pocahontas Indians. Watch number 5, the red headband. That's what I remember. How fun is it getting out there on this court?
Look how big those jerseys were.
I was thinking it wasn't that long ago, but 2017, that was a while ago, right?
It feels like it, what, like 6 years ago?
Some of the best memories, though, right here, right?
This is one of my favorite places in the world to come back to, and to be able to get asked to come and commentate this amazing event, it doesn't get much better than high school girls state basketball.
Well, you're doing a fantastic job. We are in for a fantastic fourth quarter. What does Benton Community have in the tank? Can Sioux Center keep the pedal to the metal here? 6 seniors for this Warriors basketball team. Benton Community trying to channel some of that Team Tatum energy and try and bring this one home for their teammate and friend Tatum Schroeder, watching from Iowa City, going through chemotherapy treatment, diagnosed with leukemia less than 2 weeks ago. And these two teams battling out for a state title as Walhoff gets fouled. Foul goes on Nelson, that's her third. Walhoff with 6 points, give her 7 now. 3 of 6 shooting from the floor for head coach Doug Winterfeld in his 5th trip to state. Both schools looking for their first state championship in basketball tonight. Only one will walk away with the trophy. Tweet, her shot, no. Fighting for the rebound. Jenna Tweet comes up with it. Townsley drives, a good look for Kelly. It's too strong and a foul on the rebound. That's gonna go on Nelson. And so now Piper Nelson picks up her 4th, I believe. Is that her 4th? And she's gonna check out. They're down for 4, maybe 3. We'll double check here, but to the free throw line goes McKenna Walhoff, senior, will join the Waldorf track and field program next year. Kelly the rebound, and here come the Bobcats, down 13. This Benton Community Bobcats team earned the school's first win at the state tournament. Can they get 3 this year? Kramer, a big 3 right there.
Shot.
Kramer has been so vital to the scoring.
She didn't even hesitate.
She's made 2 before that shot. She's now 3 for 5 from three-point land in this championship game. And let's listen in to Coach Z.
Run Carolina on this end.
I love when you get into a huddle, you see the players talking as well. A lot of times you'll have the coaches ask players, what are you seeing out there? What's comfortable? Jenna Tweet, great basketball player. See her kind of directing a couple of things, and a lot of coaches like that when they've got players that engaged, where they're starting to think.
You can see it too. You can see it in their eyes. They're all locked in on Coach Z, what he is saying. They're intuitive of that, to take it to the floor back with them, to execute.
Tip pass by Kramer, giving Harold fits. Now Bleeker out to settle things down. Bleeker in the corner. She will play basketball at Dordt University. Here's an and one opportunity for the senior. That's state tournament experience factoring in. Willow Bleeker was on the state volleyball all-tournament team. She's the Warriors setter. Ran at state track as a sophomore in the short sprint relays. Now playing here in the championship game.
Sioux Center just plays unselfish basketball, right? They're finding the open teammates. They're out there playing for each other, and you can see that with the patience they have.
Townsley on the drive, draws the foul. And that goes on Corey Harold, the junior.
She's going to take her talents and play volleyball at Augustana next year. So again, lots of athletes on this court taking their talents to the next level.
Reagan Jansen, a 6-foot senior, playing with that mask. broke her nose, right? Took an elbow, but it was like in this week where she took, what, a ball in the face?
I don't know if it was PE. She got a dodgeball to her face.
Dodgeball, that's what it was, yep.
She got elbowed in the nose a few times. And what's interesting is she didn't play in in their regional games to even get to the state tournament. But as you can see, she's stepping up big in the state tournament games. She doesn't want to miss out on this opportunity.
Absolutely not. Plans to study business when she's at Augustana and on that volleyball team. 3 rebounds for Jansen tonight. This is Harold at the free throw line. Rebound goes to Jungi. 6:11 to play. Still a 13-point game. If Benton Community can come up with a couple of baskets here, make a stop, they're right back in this.
Absolutely. One possession at a time.
Jungi trying to deliver the first basket. Under 6 to go. Bleeker to Schmalbeck and ahead to Walhoff. Nice dish. It's an assist in basketball. Looked just like an assist in volleyball as well. Bleeker, a pretty dime. Here's a foul on Harold. Jenna Tweet trying to get something going here, this Benton Community team. Substitutions. Sophomores Vanderwall and Scheidemann back into the game. Townsley over to Kramer. She's really been a bulk of the offense here this second half. A couple of 3-pointers by Kramer. But that defense from Sioux Center, Ellie, just relentless.
It's tenacious. They got speedy guards. They're long, lengthy, getting touches on passes, making it really tough for Benton to run their offense.
Offensive rebound by Phillips. The dish to Kramer. Tough pass off the glass and good. Good recovery by Kramer inside. And a timeout taken. Back to a 13-point game here. It's 45-32, and it's championship basketball. We want to let you know you can relive the championship excitement. You can share these moments with your family and friends and neighbors. Visit pbs.org for archives of championship games anytime. Go to iowapbs.org/sports. You go back, watch any of your championship games?
I have
Ellie?
a few times. A few times.
4:49 to play. Fun to relive those memories.
It was, and when I got asked to, hey Ellie, would you like to come down to the state tournament and commentate? I'm like, really? What? I went on YouTube, searched the game so I could kind of get a better idea of what I would be doing. So I went back, watched some of the games, and I'm like, all right.
Listen to it a little differently.
I'm going to listen to it now rather than watch specifically. So that, I guess, kind of helped me out with this new gig I got going on.
I'm guessing Laura Leonard was on the call for that one with BJ Shaben in your 2 championship games. How did they do?
Oh, they did excellent. And then, of course, you had Paul, too, always doing a phenomenal job covering the state tournament.
Paul is a character. Just wait till tomorrow, Ellie. Just wait till Saturday night. Paul on a Saturday night, things get crazy. There's a timeout taken by Sioux Center. We'll have more championship game coverage tomorrow, as we'll have the 4A, the 1A, and the 2A game all coming up.
Well, it is March, you know, best time of the year. It can't get much better than this.
Well, Benton Community making some final adjustments here. 4:37 to go. It's kind of time, Ellie, you almost have to speed things up here and get try and make things really uncomfortable for Sioux Center. And to that time, you got to start taking some risks as well.
Right, you say the word risks, and it may be giving them a different look, throwing different defenses at them. You got to find something that's going to make them nervous here in the last 4.5 minutes of the game.
Scheidemann gets bumped after the offensive rebound. She will go to the free throw line. And the foul goes on Piper Nelson, and that's going to be the 5th and final foul for Piper Nelson. The 5'10" junior is going to finish with 3 points, 2 rebounds. And you see the look of frustration. Sioux Center team has things clicking right now. They've made it hard on everybody for this Benton Community team.
They have, and on both ends of the floor, really. I mean, offense is going well for them. They have multiple people who can knock down shots. And then on the defensive end, too. They've stayed in this 1-3-1 the entire game.
Jenna Tweet able to get all the way to the rim. Nice drive by Tweet. How much more of that do you need to see from Benton Community?
You need to see more of that. And again, it can't just come from Tweet. It has to come from multiple Benton players, not being afraid to attack.
Here's Bleeker looking to drive. The kick, the three-point try, rolls home. How about the friendly roll for Schmalbeck? The senior having a monster game. Future college softball player will go to Northwestern College. And here's a block foul on Scheidemann.
Drawing the defense, kicking it out. Nothing like a shooter's touch right there.
The Wells Fargo Arena roll right there. That foul on Vanderwall, not Scheidemann for Sioux Center. So Jenna Tweet up to the free throw line. Was here last year. Coach talked about Jenna Tweet this year, said she's been more consistent. She's trusting her teammates more. It's really made a difference this season, helped them get all the way to the championship game. With Sioux Center, there's a traveling violation on Scheidemann. Sioux Center a 16-point lead here with 3:25 remaining. As Kramer comes back into the game, Jungi checks out. Townsley on the drive. Here's Tweet now driving. Nice feed inside. Phillips shot no good. And now Sioux Center wants to run the floor. They're used to that fast break opportunity.
They are. We've seen them find that outlet on the sideline plenty of times throughout this game. Even though they're up by 16 points, they're still going to push it till this game comes to a close.
In their quarterfinal round game, there's a 5-second violation. The Bobcats defense comes up with a turnover. I was going to say for Sioux Center, 18 points in fast break action in their win over West Marshall. Townsley looking for help. Oh, a deep three. Kramer showing the range. Back to a 13-point game. That was a step and a half behind that NBA line.
Yeah, she's feeling it. That was a big-time shot right there, as she is able to show that she can knock that shot down.
There's the basket by Kennedy Coy. The 5'8" senior has scored in every game down here of this state tournament. 2 points in the quarterfinals, a point in the semifinals.
again, another example showing how deep this Sioux Center team is.
The importance of role players playing their roles but not being afraid to take the shot is huge.
It is. And when players come in off the bench, they do have that role, whether it's you're the defender, you're the rebounder, you're going in to do the little things.
You
to
have an identity, right?
You have an identity to go and get those 50-50 balls. So when your name gets called, you're expected to come in and make an impact. Maybe not immediately, but let the game come to you. Take your time, get into a rhythm.
There's a foul on Townsley. That's one of those risks you have to take. You have to try and go for a steal. And that's going to be the 5th and final foul for Emma Townsley. Townsley finishes with 2 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And so Addison Phillips onto the floor for Townsley. And with 2:10 left, down 13. See the frustration of Benton community on Emma Townsley. She knows there's nothing more she can do to help her team except cheer them on at this point. Willow Bleeker knocking in the free throw, makes it 54-39. Tweet out to the corner. Kelly wants a triple. There it is, another one for the Bobcats. And a foul by Kramer. And that's going to be her second. Benton's starting to get those three-pointers to fall,
They
Ellie.
are. Late in the game, knocking down big-time shots. That's what you got to do. When you see a zone thrown at you, attack the gaps, and then as a shooter, be confident as she was able to knock down that three from the corner.
Aubrey Kelly missed her first 2 threes, knocked that one in. A pair of free throws good for Willow Bleeker. And now 15 points for Willow Bleeker here in the championship game.
Benton kind of taking their time right now. They need to score some points as another foul is called.
Jungie missed the shot attempt. Head coach Jeff Zittergrom in his second trip to state is in the state championship game for the first time. But it's Sioux Center that has owned this day with 1:44 left. Vanderwall gets the first to fall. And this late in the game, Ellie, you see the cheers, the celebration from the Warriors bench and the crowd.
They can feel it. They're 1:35 away from it. They can feel it, but we're not quite done with this game. You play until the final second.
It's a 14-point lead. Vanderwall inside now. Up top to Bleeker. And here's a takeaway. Kramer on the run out, draws the foul, as that'll go on Tatum Schmalbeck. Just continuing to fight to the very end. So Kramer up to the free throw line. Thought the game. McKenna Kramer has had 14 points for her tonight. She's hit some big threes.
She really has. She's come up big for this Benton team. Like she has in the quarterfinal game, the semifinal game. She's had an outstanding tournament.
Second free throw, no good. Good box out there by Schmalbeck, and the foul is committed. And it goes on Kramer, her third. Well, Ellie, this Sioux Center team, you remember them in the championship game. 2017, they fell to Pocahontas. In 2018, they made a return, made it all the way back to this championship game. and ran into a Crestwood Cadets team. But here in 2023, this Sioux Center basketball team, at the start of the year, set a goal. We want to get to state. They made it to the state championship game in volleyball, and we talked to them after their semifinal, and they seemed hungry. They wanted that state title, and they have come out here, and they have played hungry, haven't they?
Oh, they have. And I mean, we got the opportunity to talk to a lot of the Sioux Center girls who were a part of that runner-up team this past fall. And I mean, they were just grinning ear to ear. They could not wait for this opportunity to get another chance to go after that state title. And look at them playing with their hearts. And they're 35 seconds away from bringing that state title home. They've worked so hard. This tight group of seniors. You dream about moments like these.
You see the smiles as realization sets in. Willow Bleeker at the free throw line for head coach Doug Winterfeld in his 23rd year, in his 5th trip to state. He wanted to thank his nephews for filling in, keeping the farm in check. Coach is a farmer, the Sioux Center area, loves coaching. The kids absolutely love him, and it said tourney time, he's a new coach. He gets dialed into that film, and it's paying off here in this championship game.
His players love playing for him. He likes to have fun, likes to intermix the senior class and the freshman class during practices. But like you said, when it's tourney time, he changes gears, and it's serious. It's time to lock in on what matters, and that's raising a state championship trophy.
Substitutions on the floor. Jada Lyons, Hannah Greiner, Anna Glave, Jessa DeMoss on the court for the Bobcats. The shot from Greiner, the rebound, and now a timeout taken by Coach Winterfeld, and some substitutions coming in. Here's the senior checking in. Taya Gaysink, the 5'6" senior, will play softball at Dordt. #1 in the game, and got knocked out of that semifinal game, Ellie, with an injury. Took a charge. Here she is right there, warming up. You see her limping right there. Wasn't able to go today, but her teammates still helped her win a state championship, and she will dribble it out. Final horn, Sioux Center, your 3A champions. Great show of sportsmanship here as these two teams shake hands after the game. Sioux Center led by Willow Bleeker, 17 points. Tatum Schmalbeck, 16 points. 9 from McKenna Walhoff, 7 from McKaylin Vanderwall.
Presenting the awards is Brent Johnson, president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. And joining him are members of the IGHSAU Board of Directors, Russ Adams, Jim Beamer, Jennifer Donalds, Ron Fodness, Deanne Kramer, and Shan Seibert. First off, from Sioux Center, Tatum Schmalbeck. From Benton Community, McKenna Kramer. From Solon, Haley Miller. From Vinton Shellsburg, Alyssa Griffith. From Benton Community, Jenna Tweet. And your 3A All-Tournament Team Captain from Sioux Center, Willow Bleeker.
There's a look at your Class 3A All-Tournament team. Willow Bleeker told us yesterday, I dreamt about winning a state title. Came up just short in volleyball, gets it done in basketball here in 2023. Outstanding performances from these 6 athletes all week here, Ellie.
All week. It was really fun to watch this Class 3A battle.
The battle for the pink shirts. Trophy presentations here for 2 teams that were the last 2 standing in Class 3A.
Fans, the Iowa Pork Producers would like to present the Top Producer Award for the 3A Championship game. Presenting the award is Taylor Anderson of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. This year's top producer of the 3A Championship game, from Sioux Center, Willow Bleeker. Now, fans, please help us recognize the 2023 Class 3A runner-up, the Benton Bobcats, and head coach Jeff Zittergruen. Fans, let's hear it for your 2023 Class 3A champion, the Sioux Center Warriors, and head coach Doug Winterfeld.
It takes a ton of work to get to this moment. And the Warriors stand at the top of the Class 3A state championship tournament. Came in as the 6th seed, Ellie, and said it doesn't matter. Let's play loose, let's play fast. They played fast and loose, and it paid off in this championship game.
Really did, and they showed right from the tip that they had a commanding presence and that they were here to play some basketball tonight. Excellent team win by Sioux Center, and congratulations to this group.
You also tip your cap, Benton Community, 21 points. Jenna Tweet, 15 from McKenna Kramer. Certainly we send our best to Tatum Schroeder and Team Tatum and the entire Benton Community Bobcats fan and followers, and just wasn't meant to be for them, as Sioux Center really took care of business tonight and wins your Class 3A championship. Well, let's send it up top now as Paul Yeager is ready to take a look at this 3A title game.
Great job, Brad Wells and Ellie Ruffridge. We will see you tomorrow night, our pregame show, and then you'll have 3 state championships. On the night of February 6th, the Sioux Center basketball team went to bed losers 3 straight games in a week. 2 of them against Central Lyon, 1 against West Lyon. Central Lyon has a chance to win a state title tomorrow. That'd be the 2nd Siouxland team. We'll see how it all plays out. But right now, Sioux Center took care of business here in this championship game in Class 3A. What a great start. We had a champion in the far eastern part of the state and now the near far western part. So we'll play a couple more games here in Central Iowa tomorrow night. So thank you so very much for joining us on our second game of our girls basketball doubleheader right here on Iowa PBS. Join us again beginning tomorrow afternoon for a triple header with Class 4A, 2A, and 1A, wrapping up the tournament in prime time. Iowa PBS is your home for the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Championships. More hoops from downtown Des Moines in less than 24 hours. We'll see you at the pregame show tomorrow afternoon right here on Iowa PBS. So long from the Girls State Basketball Tournament in Des Moines. Funding provided by Musco Lighting, the sports lighting specialist, providing lighting systems for you, your project, and your community.
The Pella Roll Screen Foundation is a proud supporter of Iowa PBS. Pella Windows and Doors strives to better our communities and build a better tomorrow.
Fairway Meat and Grocery. For more than 80 years, Fairway has been proud to be an active part of the communities we serve. Learn more at fairway.com.
Across Iowa, hundreds of neighborhood banks strive to serve their communities, provide jobs, and help local businesses. Iowa banks are proud to back the life you build. Learn more at iowabankers.com.